Hey y'all, I'm Elisa and I am the Scrappy Wife behind scrappywife.com, and today I have a Bible journaling process video for you, and this is a special one. This is for Print, Pray, Slay, and I am a newer member of their PR team, and today is a really special day, the day that this video will be released, because it is the 2nd anniversary of the Print, Pray, Slay shop. And Kelly, the owner of the shop and the visionary for this whole brand, has just worked so hard to build such an amazing just community around her shop, and she has fed into the Bible journaling community just tenfold. And I love all of her printables and just the unique take that she has on a lot of the different verses and images that we can put in our Bible. And she is having a sale starting today. So all of the information for the sale will be located in my show notes, and this is one of the beautiful new kits that is available for her sale, or in her sale. And this one is called All the Way Up, and it is these beautiful hot air balloons that I love. And I'm going to use this set to document some sermon notes from this past Sunday, and I'm super excited. I'll be in Ecclesiastes, and I will be focused on community, which is just so appropriate for the anniversary of Print, Pray, Slay, because like I said, she has poured into this community, and the Bible journaling community as a whole is just so amazing. I feel so blessed to be a part of it and to be able to share some of my hopes and dreams and prayers and concerns in the community, and just get so much positive feedback back from everyone, and to be able to really support each other through ups and downs in life over the internet, I think is amazing. So I will put you on fast forward. I am going to, like I said, work with this set. I'm going to try some different things to layer and to adjust some of the words in here so that they fit with my sermon notes, and we'll see what happens at the end. Okay, as I'm getting started here, let me just remind you, the best part of using printable images is that your page comes together so quickly. So you can see I printed this page actually on clear sticker paper. This is a full sheet label. I will link below the sticker paper that I use. And I am trimming out all of the hot air balloons, and this way I can play with them, move them around my page, figure out how I want them organized. And you'll see I kind of fuss with a little, move it around, but that's the plus of using these as stickers, making these printable images stickers, because I do get a chance to kind of play around and move and figure out how I want my page laid out. I do generally like to work in groups of 3, so I'm looking for which 3 hot air balloons I would like to use on this page. There are 4 in this set to choose from, and originally these were the 3 I was going to go with, and I start cutting out other elements, but you'll see I play around and change my mind, which is the beauty of getting to use these products. As I said before, today I am in Ecclesiastes 4, starting in verse 9, and it reads, 2 are better than 1 because they have a good reward for their efforts. For if either falls, his companion can lift him up. But pity the one who falls without another to lift him up. Also, if 2 lie down together, they can keep warm. But how can one person alone keep warm? And if someone overpowers one person, 2 can resist him. A cord of 3 strands is not easily broken. I now have my elements where I want them on the page, and I am pulling out this Daniel Smith watercolor sample card that I picked up from Blick Art Materials. I'll try to find another sample card and link it below. It is a great way to get to use high quality watercolor without the same amount of investment. You get to try all the different colors, and I'm using an iridescent blue here with the watercolor smush technique is the best I can come up with for what to call it. And basically, I'm just putting the watercolor on an old piece of plastic packaging material and then smushing it onto my page. And then I dry it completely in between each layer. And I'm going to come back with an iridescent purple over top the blue because there is a gorgeous purple in this set that I want to bring out. Purple is one of my favorite colors, and I don't see it very often in printable sets or in Bible journaling sets because I think printers have a lot of issues with variations on colors, especially with purple. And so I was super happy to see it in this set and knew I wanted to bring it out in the background of the page. My church recently started a sermon series called Unhackable, where we are taking a look at different parts of our lives here on earth and how we tend to, as humans, try to hack them or come up with an easier way to get through some of the hard parts of life. And the subject we covered this past weekend was community, and this verse in Ecclesiastes, or these verses, came up just as an illustration of how God calls us to be in community with each other. And our pastor issued not challenges, but just some guidelines that the Bible lays out that show how to be in community and how it's not always easy, but just how important it is. And so I wanted to take some of those notes down on this page. You see me putting the main elements down, which are those beautiful hot air balloons. And then I'm going to layer this word lift. Now, everything that I've done has been printed on clear sticker paper, but I want the word lift to really pop out. So I am putting it down on just some white computer paper. You'll see me kind of trim off. I'll save you all from having to watch me cut yet again. But I cut out the words and I want it to really pop. So I find a piece of scrap cardstock that's in this gorgeous teal color, and I'm going to put the word on there and then cut that out. And it really serves to pop off the other balloons that are on the page and highlight that word, which I really like because that's going to be part of my title. When you are using printables, don't be afraid to make them work for you. You'll see I cut apart this. It was actually part of a different title set on the page, and Kelly has a lot of different options here on the page with different word groupings, and none of them quite encompassed what I was looking for. So all I had to do was just cut out the different words from the different groupings that I wanted and use them. And I was able to get all of my titles from the one printable page, and I was just able to manipulate and work around what I was looking for. So I wanted my title to be Lift Each Other Up. And again, I'm going to find the word up on this page. It was part of another title that said I'm all the way up. And I am going to simply cut out just the letters U and P and leave the other words behind, and do the same procedure where I'm putting it on the white computer paper just so that the image pops off again, and then I will mount it on the colored cardstock to create the word up. You can see here I got a little ahead of myself. I almost put it down on colored cardstock and then caught myself right at the last second and remembered, oh no, I wanted to put it down on white first. So super glad I did that, because if you are like me, the clear sticker paper, I didn't want to have to print out everything again, because that is expensive sometimes, and I really try to use every little tiny bit of it, and I didn't want to waste that word up. So here I am mounting it on that same turquoise, bringing that color into another part of the page. Just like I said before, I like to work in threes. So I have 3 hot air balloons. I have so far 2 places where I have that turquoise, and you'll see me add a 3rd place. Now I am cutting out the words everyone, or sorry, each other, from a different title starter that was on this set called All the Way Up. And I'm going to use that on my page, and therefore I came up with my own title just working with what was available to me on the page. I decide I want to bring a little more attention to the words each other, so I take my glitter gel pen right here in this gorgeous yellow that pretty much coordinates with the kit really well, and I'm highlighting, putting little marks around each other, and then I will adhere up on the page and my title will be done. You can see to the right, that's the page I printed out. I have gutted it. I just loved this set. As part of the PR team, Kelly previews sets for us before she releases them, and I knew immediately when I saw the set that I wanted to use it. It reminded me of a hot air balloon festival that my family used to go to. I grew up in Texas, and there was a hot air balloon festival every fall that happened, and we would go to a park and watch all these hot air balloons, and then we would do something called hot air balloon chasing, which the balloon's going up and we would all jump in our car and then we would follow the balloon around because then you could see it land in a big field. So it was a lot of fun. So this set really brought that to mind. Normally, I like to write out my notes straight into my Bible because I think it's endearing to have your own handwriting, but I had so many notes I wanted to fit in that I ended up printing them out on some computer paper and mounting them again on this colored cardstock, and now I have the third place that colored cardstock is on the page, and it kind of anchors the page and brings that color all the way down from beginning to end, adding my little up, up, up right here, and then I will adhere my notes and add a little title above it, which is the title of Sunday's sermon. I am just in love with these tiny wooden letter stamps, and I got them at Michael's, and this particular set I use all of the time. You'll see me, I'm going to work from the second word of my title and then add to the top. I am using chalk ink. I'll link it below. This ink is great for in your Bible because it does not bleed through. So fantastic for that. It comes in a variety of colors, and even in these little sets. I like the small ink pads because I don't stamp that much, especially in color, so I don't feel the need to have the huge ink pads there. But I'm adding my title, Unhacking Community, and almost done with the page. I love that there are art marks included on this printable, and it's not because I don't feel confident in my ability to make my own art marks, because I can, but even just having them on the printable sheet is a good reminder to add in those details to my journaling pages that I sometimes skip over. So you'll see me here, I'm going to cut out a few of these little plus signs in various colors and scatter them across my page. It just, again, creates a cohesive look, gives a direction for your eye to move, and also fills in some of the awkward white space that I have trapped in some different areas. I will be adding my journaling in a tab off camera and call this layout done. Head on over to Print, Pray, Slay, check out the anniversary releases and the sale going on. Try using code ELISA15 for an extra 15% off, and head on over to Instagram and wish Print, Pray, Slay a happy anniversary. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and consider hitting that subscribe button. I hope you have a fantastic day, and as always, keep it creative.